Eckerd College wants to help local high school students from historically marginalized groups prepare for college. One way it seeks to do that is through its Telling Stories, Making Meaning program, an initiative that United Way Suncoast helps fund as part of its youth success investment. Here to tell us more about the program is Dr. Katurah Jenkins-Hall, co-director of the Telling Stories, Making Meaning program and a visiting professor of human development at Eckerd College. Welcome to Suncoast Snapshot, Dr. Jenkins-Hall.
Thank you, Ernest. It's great to be here.
Well, it's great to have you. And before we talk about the Telling Stories program, there may be some who don't know about Eckerd College. Give us a quick summary about the college's mission and its beautiful campus.
Eckerd College is so beautifully situated in St. Petersburg, Florida, between some of the greatest beaches in the world, actually. And it is also situated on water. And so the mission of Eckerd is grounded in the Presbyterian tradition. It is co-ed, and it houses students from almost every state in the United States, and nearly 35 different countries come to Eckerd for liberal arts.
We hear so much about the importance of storytelling. Why is it important for these students to learn how to tell their stories?
It is important, I think, for every person to understand how to tell their story. And particularly if we start with our youth, I think we'll have a head start. I'm a clinical psychologist by training, so my perspective of creating narratives and telling stories are quite therapeutic. At this age, students, particularly Black and Brown students or BIPOC students, have many of them have difficult lives, and many of them have not begun to make meaning of those difficult lives. By getting them to tell their stories, to speak their truths, they begin to unravel some of the things that have not made a lot of sense in their lives. Mm-hmm. More importantly, and equally importantly, getting to know yourself is one benefit of storytelling. But the other benefit as it relates to this program, which is a college prep program, is it helps the student actually visualize and start to put into on paper the words they may use for a college entrance application. So they begin to tell their stories in a way that is directing the reader to some critical aspects of their lives that they believe is important to their success as applicants to college.
So the students in this particular program get a chance to spend a week on the Eckerd campus. You guys are planting seeds while they're still in high school about a post-secondary education. How important is it to plant those seeds while they're still in high school?
I believe that is vitally important, even if we began to plant the seeds earlier than high school. But certainly by the time they're in 9th or 10th grade, they ought to be thinking about what the next steps are for them. Many of these students aren't exposed to the logistics of how to get into college. Many of them are first-generation college students. I myself was a first-gen college student, and I had the privilege of a college program called Upward Bound back in the day. And so I know how important it is to begin to not just have information about college, not just to have a desire, but someone to come alongside of you to prepare you for that great adventure.
Right. Is there anyone else who is in that Upward Bound program with you that we might know?
Angela Bassett was a part of,
wow.
The actress Angela Bassett, and the incredible Broadway director Kenny Leon, if you know any of his works on Broadway.
Sure.
And many successful people. Upward Bound was a smashing success. And it still is in other parts of the country. So we are targeting this college prep to integrate the preparation for college with some of the cultural experiences, with some of the relationship building that make students successful in their college career.
So as we wrap up, let me just quickly ask, there are a lot of organizations helping with this program, including the City of St. Petersburg and, of course, United Way Suncoast. How much does it mean to have the support of the community in this endeavor?
It is certainly an endeavor that we hope other partners will rally around, not just for funding. First, let me back up and say how grateful we are that the City of St. Petersburg and United Way Suncoast have partnered with us in some very tangible ways so that this program can get started and off the ground. It is so important that the community understands and appreciates the value of this. I have said to the students all week that you can't be successful in college without belonging to community. You can't do it on your own.
Yeah.
And so while you're here, you're going to have a community. Together, you will become a community. And then the community that you're from ought to be able to support the work you're doing. Those are some of the ingredients that it takes to be successful.
Well, Dr. Jenkins-Hall, thanks so much for joining us today. To learn more about Eckerd College's pre-college programs, please visit eckerd.edu/pre-college. You can learn more about United Way Suncoast at unitedwaysuncoast.org. And as always, remember, united we rise.
United we win.
Yes, that's how